Hello, Teaquilters. Today is Wednesday, November 24th, 2021, and we're here with live chat for 1 hour from 7 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, I am going to pull you all up on my phone here while I wait for people to come in. Let's see. So I did not put this out early for people to get notifications. So we're going to have people trickling in throughout the evening, I would assume. So let me pull up the chat. Okay. Trying to figure out why is my phone backwards on my phone. I don't remember that before. I must have hit something accidentally. So we'll worry about that later. Sit this phone right here for a minute. So let's see if anybody's commented yet. Let's see. We're starting to get people trickling in. It's my fault today. I didn't put it out earlier. I've been busy doing stuff, moving around. So I didn't get a chance to post about the live chat earlier than 5 minutes before the start. So it's not YouTube's fault today. We got Virgie here saying hi, T. June Hansen says, hi, Miss T and everyone. Kevin the Quilter says, happy Turkey Day, Miss T, from your number one turkey. Laughing out loud. Happy Thanksgiving to all T Quilters. Maxie Doodle, let me see if I can move this around a little bit. It's saying, happy Thanksgiving, Miss T and everyone. C-Rack says, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Quilt Gal, hi, T and everyone from Chile, Maryland. Vivian Calvey saying, hi, everyone. Melinda C. says, hello, T and quilting friends. Kim Burris is here saying, hey, T and everyone, happy Thanksgiving. My youngest is here with her family, so I'm not staying. Thank you, Kim, for popping in. We appreciate it. And Vivian, I think I said Vivian Calvey. No, I thought, yeah, she says, hi, T and everyone. Maddie Barnum says, hello, T and everyone. Sandra Aggers giving thumbs ups and love. Thank you, Sandra. Tiffany is here. Tiffany's Quilting Life says, hi, T and friends. And Knuckles says, hello, everyone. Happy early Thanksgiving. Be blessed. And please be safe. Exactly. Sandra says she's headed to daughter's home. She says, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Well, thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Jean says, hi, everyone. Christine Eggers says, hello, have a wonderful day tomorrow. Yes, thank you so much and welcome. I don't remember your name. If it is, I'm sorry. But welcome to the live chat as well. Appreciate you popping a comment in there. I'm getting crazy notifications on my phone. I just had to cut it off. I had it silenced, but apparently it was still popping up. Okay. So, let me know what you're doing for Turkey Day in the comment section. Hey, T and everyone. Happy Wednesday from Stephanie of Memoirs of a Longworm Quilter. I think I'm just going to stay home. I'm going to probably go to my sister's. I think my sister and my mom did the cooking. Probably my sister did about 75% of it and my mom did some. I plan to make a cake that I'm going to drop off over there tomorrow. And then I'm just going to fix plates for me and my husband. And we're going to stay at home and let them have Thanksgiving. So I'm going to go early before people show up. So I'm going to do a quiet day, I'm hoping, anyway. So we shall see how that goes. And early, when I say early, it depends on when my sister has food that I can make plates for. So I have no idea what time that would be. So Judy is here saying hello, tea and quilters. Tiffany says I'm watching a movie with Scott while I watch Scott and say, oh, while I watch. Scott said hi, T. Hi, Scott. June says she's staying home. She's sick again. I don't know. I just don't feel like. For some reason, it seemed like to me it just came so fast for me. It seemed like Christmas is coming fast all of a sudden after I've had a long first part of the year. The second part of the year is just flying by. Maddie says I will be cooking and sewing, hopefully. Yes. Stephanie's going to her godmoms. That's awesome. Celia Swain says, hello and happy holidays, everyone. I'm watching and cooking for tomorrow. Yes. Francis Jackson says, hi, T and T Quilters. Ellen Campbell is here, says, hi, T and all friends of Campbell's Creations. Tiffany says, no cooking for her. Seabrax is cooking and enjoying my brother and their families. Yes. Her brothers and their families. So, yeah. So, I got some stuff to talk about. Nothing really to talk about. I'm just showing up, okay? Kevin says, I got food ready for tomorrow and for Saturday when a dear friend is coming over. Yes, so thank you, Kevin, for that. That's a reminder to tell you all that the 4-Star General Sew Along for the December block will be happening on Saturday. Noon, hopefully. That's our agenda. And then for those that want to follow Bonnie Hunter's sewing, I can't remember if I think she does it the day after Thanksgiving. So the first part should come out on Friday morning. She's already put out what you need to do this challenge with. She's given her paint chips or whatever. So for those of you that are doing that, you've got something that you can sew on Friday. Janice says staying close to home, cooking and sewing. Yes. And Damali J says, hi, everyone, and happy Thanksgiving Eve. Maxie Doodle, but I have lots to sew tomorrow. Oh, she says, I had a bum luck. I broke my front tooth on Monday, so I'm not going anywhere until it's fixed. Yeah, I do understand that. Whenever you got issues with stuff like that, you don't want to even be bothered. She says, but that's what she was saying, but I have lots of sewing tomorrow, so that's good. And Knuckles says she's giving out dinner tomorrow for the homeless at church. That's pretty cool, too. So charitable. Norwood 22,000 says, hi, T and everybody, making sweet potato pie. Yes. And I'm hoping my mom made that. I have a KitchenAid mixer, and then I bought her a KitchenAid mixer with the family. Some family members paid and others didn't, so I ended up spending the most money on the mixer, which is how things generally always work out for me some kind of way. So she has a hard time as she's getting older with arthritis putting that bowl on the stand, and so she had me come pick it up. My mom is pretty funny. While she's alive, she's kind of like bequeathing all of the things she wants to go to particular people while she's alive. So she's given me her mixer back. So I brought it home because there are a couple occasions when I'm making full sheet cakes where I need to run 2 mixers at a time, and sometimes it just takes me longer to make the batters when I'm doing that. So I've been fortunate. I've been using it. And then I go over there and my brother is mixing sweet potato pies with a hand mixer, a little mini KitchenAid hand mixer. Okay, those beaters are like baby beaters. And so I took my mixer back because I had hers put in the back. So I had on the shelf, it's put on the back of the shelf. So instead of going and taking all of that stuff off the shelf to get to the mixer, I took my mixer over there And so my brother could use it. So I'm hoping that we do have sweet potato pie. So we shall see. I'm going to leave it over there through to the new year maybe, and then I'll go pick it up. But looking forward to some sweet potato pie. Thank you, Tiffany. She's welcoming everyone that's joining the live. So thank you. She says, don't forget to give T a thumbs up. Joyce Baker says, hello, T and T Quilters. Ella Odom, good evening, Miss T and Quilters. Jean says, my husband and I are staying home tomorrow. I forgot to put a turkey out. So I am fixing roast beef, mashed potatoes, green beans, and roast. And see, I cooked. I made pulled pork. And we ate that with rice a little bit earlier in the week. So I feel like I've already done my Thanksgiving dinner. And matter of fact, we ate it, and the last of it got eaten today. So I'll let other people do the cooking now. Darlene Crosby says, hello, tea and quilting friends. I didn't get notifications, so logged on, and here you are. Yes, it's my fault because I did not go and make a live stream until 5 minutes to 7. I've been busy doing stuff, and then when I finally sat down, I fell asleep for like an hour, but I woke up and went right back to work. So it's my fault today. It's not YouTube's fault. You didn't get notifications. Did some fabric shopping today, hoping to at least to load a quilt on my long arm. This is Stephanie says, if I can do that, I would be so happy. Yes. Maddie says, T, did you ever make a paper piecing video? I have done a paper piecing video with the New York Beauty blocks. I've even done, I think, Storm at Sea block. I do have a couple of paper piecing videos. Check those two, and if it's not, just let me know, and then I'll try to find some on there for you. But I remember doing New York Beauty as paper piecing, and I also did like a Storm at Sea. I think that's what it was, because it was for a Gill quilt, and I had to make so many blocks, and I think I recorded that if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. That was Maddie. T, did you give us your pulled pork recipe? No, I didn't. I did not. It's actually pretty good. I guess I could do that. I'll just have to figure that out. I have to write that out. I wish you came on early. Love to chat from Newfoundland, Canada. I like doing the string quilts, and that's Beverly Simmons. So, she must be on the east side of Canada. I'm not geographically I'm geographically challenged right now, but you must be on the east side of Canada. And so she's saying it's 9:42 there, so it's 2 hours difference. That's a lot. I was only expecting 1 hour. So sorry about that. This is the time that tend to work best for people in on the U.S. central part of the area, because if it's on our eastern time zone, it's 1 hour later, and then I can also get west of us being 1 hour earlier. And it just works best for people that are getting off work and fixing dinner, and then they can sit down and come in here and watch the chat. So 7 p.m. is kind of like our television time in the central time zone. Everything comes on at 7 o'clock. So that was why that time was picked. So I know it's not going to be convenient for everybody. I have people from other countries saying that as well, Beverly, so you're not the only one. So I do understand why you can't make it. And why you can't stay long, too, because I do realize some people go to bed early. I'm just not one of them. And Nora 2200 says, what is a string quilt? I have lots of videos on my YouTube channel. I have a whole playlist for strings and crumb quilts. And it's a way for you to utilize all of your scraps without having to cut them into specific sizes. So you can check that out. Teaquilts, just do string, crumb quilts. It should bring up a playlist. I have a lot. I do that a lot. And it's also one of those things I like to sew when I don't want to be bothered with thinking about my quarter inch seams or things having to match up. I can just sew whatever I have together. It doesn't matter. Doris L says, good evening, TNT Quilters. Happy Thanksgiving. Remo JS says, good evening. And Ellen Doucette says, East Coast Island of North Finland. Okay. That's Elaine Doucette. You did a video called Paper Piecing 101 5 years ago. That's from C-Rex. Thank you, because I can't remember. And I know should have done a couple more, at least with the New York Beauty. I know that one's there for sure. And I just can't remember on that other one. I'll have to look it up. But that's not to say I can't do another one too. And maybe, like paper piecing for some people, they can't understand the concept of looking at one side of the paper where you're sewing, but your fabric is underneath the paper. So maybe I just need to do something very simple where I'm just doing like rail fence blocks or something where it's just straight quilting. And then like maybe do a gradual up. Like the New York Beauty is kind of advanced paper piecing because you've got lines that are crossing. And I think maybe people will understand it a little better if the lines weren't crossing. So that's something too. And Beverly saying we might be related, girl. I know she's got my family last name. My family from the South is the branch starts with Simmons. Dee Dee Hansen says, Dee Dee here from Michigan. I haven't seen your projects for the last couple of months. Did I miss it? Nope. I have not done any editing. Not any. It's just been a lot going on. It's like between prepping for the 4-star general stuff, I didn't realize it was going to take as long. I'm the whole sign up for that stuff, sending out all the patterns, ordering patterns from everybody that had patterns that I could get patterns from. And then I go from that to retreat. I still have not heard from, I sent out, added new people to the list on Sunday. I haven't heard a word from people. It takes a lot of time when people don't follow up and say that they're not going to go to something, or if you are going to go, let me know if you're going to go. I'm waiting, and then I'm constantly working on the same thing because I'm not getting notifications that people are not going to go or are going to go until the last minute. And I need to know that as soon as possible. As soon as you know you're not going, let me know so I can add the next person on the list. Paperwork is taking up a lot of time with this. And then I'm working and processing orders. So I have to do the things first that bring me money. YouTube doesn't bring me money, sadly. So that's like my last thing that I'll do. And I got so many things I'm working on. When I'm working on collecting money, I got dates up till November 30th with deadlines. I want to make sure I'm not making any mistakes and putting people's money in the wrong category or putting it on somebody else's line, because mistakes can happen. And when it's money related, if I make mistakes, it's my mistake. I got to pay for it, not somebody else. So it's just a lot going on. And then I'm trying to sew a little bit of myself to stay sane. I still haven't even been back in here to sew to finish my wallet or to put a border on the quilt, the GE Designs Phoenix quilt. I haven't even put a border on it yet. Haven't even cut it. So it's just a lot. I've been doing orders. The hardest orders I have is when I have to do t-shirts. And so I have to clear everything off. And then I make t-shirts. I try to collect all the orders and do them at one time. And so that's kind of what I did. I just collected orders. Now, my mom and my aunt has t-shirt orders in that they're doing for gifts. And I don't even know what these ladies want. So I've got everybody's orders out but my mom and my aunts, okay? So I got to go right back to making t-shirts eventually. So yeah. So no, I haven't. June's asking Kevin if he's did he cook one of his own turkeys, and he's saying he's going to tomorrow. Yes. um, Beverly loves doing crumb quilts. C-Rex says quilt blog, paper piecing, snail trails block. So yeah, so it is there. So thank you. She's looking for me. I appreciate that. Let's see. Can you do a string quilt and crumb quilt? I have done where we have mixed them when I did some for the charity blocks where we mixed kind of both of them when we got to the end of the blocks. We just put in what you want to put in, and I think they look great. We didn't put any sashing in between them. It just looks like an old-fashioned quilt that they used to make when they just used all the strings and crumbs that they had available. So you can do whatever you want with your quilts nowadays. Quilt Girl says, where can I find Bonnie Hunter Sew Along? Go to Quiltville's website. She has links on her blog. June Hansen says, that will be a special taste, better to something. I don't know. Kathy Quilts and Crafts says, hello, Miss T. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Kathy. Welcome to the live. Mary's coming back. Remote's cooking and watching. Trying to make sure I get everybody. We're going to talk about all of this fabric back here. And something else. So I'm trying to get through. Francis says, I love paper piecing. It's so relaxing for me. Yeah, I find when people first start, you either immediately love it or you immediately hate it. And then if you hate it, you have to almost give it like a second, maybe even a third or fourth chance before you fully comprehend and understand what's going on, because it is backwards. And I guess the reason why I gravitated toward it is because being left-handed, I tend to think backwards anyway, so it made sense to me. The average person, when you're first doing it, it doesn't make sense because it's backward sewing. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this fabric stuff. What I have up here is fabrics that I have hopefully for sale. I have a whole lot. I ordered neutrals because I was running out for myself. And in order to even get decent prices on stuff, I have to order like a bundle. And so I ordered a bundle, and then I'm just hoping that I can sell these in either fat quarter or 1 yard increments. I haven't decided yet on these, but I thought that I would show you all some of these. I got strings coming off. And I don't even know, on white tone on tones, they never put anything on the selvage. So you don't know what these fabrics are. And it's going to be hard to see designs on here, but this is one. And what I'm thinking about doing is doing like 4 yard, a 4-piece bundle, either fat quarters, half yards, or full yards. So I'll be putting these up on my website really soon. I just thought I'd give you all a sneak peek of this. This one here is white with gray. And I'm thinking when I need like light backgrounds, it'll make good variety in the prints. This is another white with gray. I tend to add the grays into my light backgrounds as well. And then this one. And the ones I'm showing right now are the ones that I have duplicates of because I had some already in my stash, but I was wanting some new ones. This is like a fern leaf, and this one's more ivory. And then they have one that is white that you probably won't even be able to see the difference. Yes, you can. One is ivory, one is white. And then this one here is kind of circular, it's ivory. And then this one is the same as this. No, it's not. It's smaller. I don't know what that is. It's little leaves. Ah! My thing's saying low battery. I forgot to plug it in. You all trying to disappear. Oops. Had to plug you all in. Sorry. Hope it lasts, because if it came on, I only got 10% battery. So that's the white prints that I'll be putting on my website, hopefully in batches. Ugh. And then back here, I'm just going to start with one at a time. I finally found somebody to sell African fabrics wholesale to small business. I still had to order quite a bit of fabric, but hold on. But I'm going to be selling these in fat quarters, half yards, and 1 yard cuts. So this will just be there. I went back today. I ordered this like last week. I went back today when this arrived so I could go see. You know, I really like some of them and I wanted to order more. They're already out of stock. So yeah, I got 16 different prints, and I'm going to say at least 10 of them are already out of stock. So I was not happy about that. So let's see who has come in, because my screen has jumped dramatically. Deborah Quilt says hello to you and all fellow quilters. And let's see. I think that's it. You all are talking to each other, so that's good. I'm not missing anything. Janet Mackerel says hello TNT quilters. Teresa McCormick says I finally made it. Hello TNT quilters. Hi Teresa. Tiffany is giving my website. Thank you so much, Tiffany. And the website is under my products tab. So you can either put my website in and put in /products. So these are all like Dutch wax. They call this so many names. The African print fabrics, which originally originated out of the Dutch. So that's why it's called a Dutch wax. But this is one. I wonder if I should even go on my site and try to tell you all what the names are, because these are on my site already. Marsha Ryan just says, I just say that you were live. Hello, everyone. Just seeing that you were live. So, hi, Marsha Ryan. Yeah, it's my fault today. I did not put it up there. So, I brought them in because when you see the thumbnails, you can't really see what the prints look like. So, yeah, you can kind of see this print. So, that's print number 1. I can't remember what it's called, but on my website, it does have the names of them on there. I don't want to pull myself out of the group right here yet. This one right here, very pretty and graphic. It's hard to know what you're buying when you're buying stuff online and they're used to computer graphics. But I really, really love all the vibrant colors in these prints that I got. So that's number 2. This is number 3. I know this one is called Fall. I do know that. And if I could turn it around, you could see the top. So you can kind of see that. Very pretty colors again. Stephanie says, ooh, African prints. I need fat quarters of them. Yes. And so, I forgot what this one's called. I'm not going to remember them all. I just remember the fall. This one is pink with red and purple. And then this is a purple with more of a lilac with white. So I just love the prints that I have here. This one I like very much. I was trying to find something that was busy, to still say it was African, but could be as a spacer if I need it in all the other busy quilts. It could calm the rest of the stuff down. Hey, Ann, send me an email about the white. The white with the gray, I had 2 of them. One was a flower and one was circles. Just send me an email. And then this one here is, I forgot. Let me turn it to the other side so you can see it. But that's good too to see both sides, because you see it's not as vibrant of a print here, but then you see the big part here. And I had even thought about making like cutting kits with them and stuff, but it's like I really don't have time to do that right now. So the most I'm willing to cut at this point is going to be just fat quarters, half yards and full yards on any of these prints. This one here is called number 99, and it's more like a graphic grid design. Let me see if I can open this up. It's not open. Just to open up a part of it. Oh, it's all the way open up there. Probably not down there, but up here it is. So you can kind of see this grid. And I don't know what this is that's going through it, but it's just some tie-dyeing going on in the print itself. So, but this one's number 99. Remember that because it was just a weird name. This one is orange reaction or orange chain reaction, something like that, because of this chain that's going on here with the orange. It's very pretty too. It's a little bit duller, the green, because it's not the lime green. It is more of a, I guess, a hunter's green. This is one of my favorites. I'm going to open this one out so you can see it. And I'm still looking for another supplier where I can get better pricing too. But I did like at least what this company had. The next thing I'm looking for, what I'm really trying to find is prints that's got people on it. But I want you to see this burst, this sunburst in the middle. So I have to fold this back up. And my phone is spooling big time. And you all are behind. Oh, I'm behind. Okay. There we go. Now I'm caught up. This one is, I want to say it's navy blue mixed with royal blue. And then purple with the white, of course. And like I said, I bought 16 different ones. This one's cute as well. It reminds me of the clamshell quilt pattern. Let me turn it around so you see it right side up. But yeah. And it looks like it's a burst of the clamshell too. I really like that one. This one is another one that I got as a tone down, to be something that will tone down some busy stuff. Because it is, you know, African prints can be a bit much. You need something to tone your stuff down to give your fabric a place to rest. I think this one is called Trust. I'm going to turn it on this side because I think the eyes are right. I don't know if that's right side up or down. But here you go. It's a border print with eyes throughout it. Very graphic. Don't know what this one is called. I just like the colors in here. Pink, fuchsia pink, purple, and then it's like a burgundy-ish brown or something like that. Weird color there. You can see it really good right there. A burgundy-ish brown. And then this last one is called Versatile. I guess I'm going to have to open this one up too because it's got a lot going on. Just so we can see what it is. I was just glad they came today. They didn't send me notification that they had shipped, but when I went back into the account today, it had that it had shipped. So they did not let me know ahead of time. But there you go. Another circular type design here. So that is what I have for that. These are already up on my website. Now, if you're going to go order these on my website and you're in this chat, if you order the African prints, send me an email. And I do have on there, like, if you're wanting fat quarters, I'm just going to randomly send them to you. But if you want particular fabrics, then you can send me an email and let me know which ones you prefer. And if I still have them, I will make sure that you get what you want. That's only through the weekend, as far as I'm going to, if you send me an email after you place your order, I'll also give you 10% off what's on the website. I'll just credit you back through PayPal. In addition, if you spend $100 on fabrics, then your shipping will be free as well. So do know that my website's going to overinflate the shipping. I always reimburse back on shipping. Anyway, but if you spend $100, then I'll be reimbursing back all the shipping that's added. So this stuff is heavy. Let me move this. Ugh. I had to bring this in here in batches. African fabric is very heavy. All right, stay there. So the 10% off is through Saturday the weekend. And then if you spend $100 or more, that's just going to be valid on the fabric as long as I have it. Earlene Butler is here saying, hi TNT Quilters, happy Thanksgiving. I'm loving paper piecing now that I got the flow of it. Working on the states of USA, or I should say one state. Yes. Cynthia Shade, one state at a time. Cynthia Shade says hello from Chicago. Happy Thanksgiving to all. And let's see. Floating is the pink with red. That's Kevin. He's on the website telling people. I didn't want to lose my chat because if I go out of chat sometimes it won't let me back in. So thank you, Kevin. Heartbeat is the purple and the white. So Kevin's keeping up. Those prints are gorgeous. I hate to cut into them. That's the hard part with African fabric is that they are so vibrant and pretty. It's like you don't even want to cut them. So I finally found somebody, but I would like to have a better vendor as far as pricing. Thanks, Tiffany. She says, those are also beautiful, T. So pretty from Jean. Sue says, hello, T and fellow quilters on Thanksgiving Eve. Hope all are safe and well. Thumbs up. Will you send another message for the next scheduling payment for retreat? In January, I will be sending more messages, or you can print the stuff that I've given you. Also, use your cell phones. That's what I do. I put everything on the cell phone when I have to do something so I know that I won't forget. I use my calendar and then it sends me reminders. You can even set reminders if you want it the week before and a month before. But I just sent out retreat notice on Sunday to the whole entire group, and it had all the payment due dates on there. So use your phone calendar as well so you're not surprised when I send it. Thank you, Kevin. He's got all of these things in here. Number 99 is the current one she's showing. Yep, Orange Connection. Sarah, I would have never gotten Sarah. It's the lime green with purples and pinks. So thank you, Kevin. I'm going to skip down on some of this. My brother is here, says, hi, sis and everyone. I hope you all are staying safe. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, sir. I probably will not see you tomorrow. He hasn't been showing up to anything, so. Thank you, Kevin, for the link too. He gave the link to my actual website. Again, if you are seeing this video, once you place your order, whether you want random fabric or not, at least send me an email so I know you saw this video, and I'll give you 10% off of your order. It'll be reimbursed back through PayPal. I'm trying to make the link here. I'm trying to make the link here a pinned post from that Kevin did. Okay, finally. It took me to my website. That's not what I was... And Tiffany did it right up underneath as I'm scrolling. June Hanson says, Happy Thanksgiving to you, Ray, and your family. So that's really sweet. Those are very nice. And so the next time I order, they're going to be a different batch of fabrics. I went in and ordered a lot of the new stuff that was in. And then I ordered a few older pieces, but I mostly tried to get the new stuff. But like I said, I went back to order and a lot of it was already sold out. So, are you going to give us a suggestion as to a pattern to use the African fabrics for? I don't think I have to do that every time I sell fabric. I don't know. Anything that takes, if you can use K-Facets in it, anything with big prints, that simplish quilt pattern that I did before, we found that one that it was free on the internet. Anything that uses big pieces, looking at patterns from like Robin Kaufman online, he has free patterns. He has like Tula Pink stuff. I think a lot of those particular types of patterns will work. So, will I personally be giving ideas? Probably not, because I'm busy right now. I just can't do that right now. I plan to keep a fat quarter pack for myself, and maybe I'll do something with it eventually. So that could be a video thing that I'll do. Good night, Jean. She says, good night, everyone. Have a safe Thanksgiving. Here for the fun says, hello, T. Happy Thanksgiving, all. I'm reading backwards. So right now I got too much going on. And then, like I said, I have holidays too, and I'm long arm quilting. I still got one more I got to long arm quilt. And I got t-shirts I still got to make for Christmas for people. So I haven't made one Christmas card. I don't plan on making any Christmas cards. It's too much. This has been, it seems like everything that I do, I don't think it's going to take as much time. And then it takes like quadruple the time that I had anticipated it taking. It's just amazing to me. Sue says, we may go ahead. T, I'm going to go ahead and email you for fabric. Oh, that's Remo saying that. Yeah, so you can pay for your entire retreat. I've already had 3 people do that, where they pay for their entire retreat. A lot of people are doing that for their bus fare as well. So that they don't have to worry about that. And as people are paying for things, I'm putting them into the group for communications. I already have a group for the retreat people, but I'm adding people into the group for the bus trip. So when I do send stuff out, I'm going to be sending it to the people that have paid, not to anybody that signed up on the list. So you can pay your retreat in full anytime you want. Okay, Remo's going to email me for fabric. So hopefully you all saw on the website what the prices are. And then again, if you've seen this, make sure that you email me, even if you don't care if you get random pieces, so that you at least get additional 10% off that'll be reimbursed back from your purchase price. And $100 is after any discount. So you got to have $100 worth of product for me to give you free shipping after those discounts. How about a shadow box quilt pattern? That would work great too. I did one with Benartex where I showed you all. I was quilting the shadow box. I don't know if I showed you the shadow box when I was piecing it. But that is just like a square or rectangle, depending on what size you want, and you're leaving the pieces pretty full. So thank you for a great suggestion, Virgie. Appreciate that. That's an excellent use of them. Melissa says, I'm late. I just got back from the grocery. We'll have to rewatch for everything I missed. Scrunchin says, T, would you have to prep the African fabrics differently for quilting pre-wash? I have made, if I'm doing all the African prints together, I probably would not pre-wash. But if you're going to add in something different that's not African, then I would most definitely wash and dry them before I would cut them. If I was, especially if I was mixing them with other stuff, like if I had decided I was going to use like a stone hinge for a solid or something like that, I would most definitely wash those. So I got something here. I want to know if anybody know what this is. Can you tell me what this is? Um. Uh-oh, I lost my text. Uh-oh, lost my live chat. And sometimes it don't like putting me back in. And Stephanie says she just ordered hers. She want to make sure, because like I said, I only got those pieces and I can't even get a lot of them again. Thank you, Stephanie. Kevin says a typewriter. I actually do have a typewriter, guys. Darlene says a sewing machine. What kind? Kevin, I thought the same thing. That was Stephanie. That's funny. Deborah Quilt says sewing machine. What kind of sewing machine? Joyce Baker says a Bernina. Yes. If you and Kimalina says laptop. If you are a Bernina person, this is an old Bernina. It's the Bernina record, and it is the 830. They actually made the new computerized 830 to honor this machine that was very popular at one point. And it came in this red carrying case. It even has a red accessory box. I'll show you that later. This was my latest, this is my latest Facebook find. Okay, so I'm going to put this out the way so I can just show you the machine. The machine is not red, but the case is. It's red, and the and it's heavy. I went down there and picked it up with one hand. So this would be the front that you would be sewing towards. So it's just an old machine. I like the Bernina stitch, and so I've done some research, and they were talking about that this machine, when it came out, was very well known for its stitch. So I'm hoping that I can use this for when I'm going to classes and stuff. Now I do have a featherweight. I know that. I'm fully aware of every machine that I have. But I actually love the stitch on the Bernina 770, and I'm hoping that I will also like it on this 830 from the research that I've done. And then the fact that it's old and it's all just straightforward standard piecing. It's in a carrying case. It is heavy, but it's not as heavy as this. And then I don't have to worry about a case for taking this out. I can just pick it up and go. This I got to put into the two-toe bag luggage and all of that kind of stuff, get it out there. This has a nice handle. I can just pick it up and go. I haven't done any sewing on it yet. I'm going to actually take it to my repair guy and have him do an overhaul on it. It was a one family owner. The mom has not passed, but she is getting dementia. And so she can't sew anymore. And so they were downsizing because they're having to move her in. And she's downsizing. So she was getting rid of the Bernina. And they really wanted it to go to somebody that appreciates sewing, shall I say. So that's what this is. This is the other side of it. It does have just, minimal wear and tear. It has a little bit where the paint's gone from here and the rubbing here from putting on the taking off the free motion. So that's included. The only thing that is not included is the I got to figure out how to put this on here. I've never tried to put it on. And like I said, it hasn't been used in a while. So, it was locked. That's what it is. It has a lock arm down here that locks it into position. Okay. It's like moving as I put it on. But I'll figure all of that out later. Um, I'm really happy to see this. And so I haven't looked at the book or anything. So I actually got this Saturday. I just didn't feel like bringing it in on Saturday because I was trying to do the sewing chat on Saturday. So we'll figure out all of this stuff. It also came with the original little dust cover for the machine, the original manual, and it has the accessory box, and the accessory case that came with it is also red. And it's got all the feet that she had. And I don't know if it's got any additional feet. They put tape on here to keep it closed, which is a good thing when you're traveling around. So it's got all of the original stuff, even got Smith's needles in here. I don't know what that is. Some attachment because I haven't read anything, but it's got at least 10 feet in here minimum. Bobbins, it takes the metal bobbins. So old-fashioned machines mostly take bottom old-fashioned. Even Bernina needles and stuff in here. So it also has the red case. What's missing, which I think the family just didn't know what it was, is the knee lift. So I'm going to have to find somebody to order me a knee lift. And I'm thinking that my guy at the Bernina place, he can do that for me. So it shouldn't be a problem. So I just wanted to show you this. I'm not going to sew on it because I want it to be serviced. And again, I haven't read the book. I was hoping that by now I would have read the book and oiled it, but I'm like, you know what? I don't have time for that. This is why I just take my machines to somebody. Older machines, non-computerized, they don't tend to charge as much for servicing those. Sometimes my time is more important than saving a few bucks sometimes. So that's kind of how I go. Let's see. Let me just go back a little bit. And Joy says, I've wanted one for a long time. Yeah. And the records, when they are available, people either have them highly inflated in price, or they sell so fast that you can't get them. I've seen online, because I did a price thing to know if what I was paying was fair price. And they were saying that these machines can go anywhere from $200 to $1,000 in price. And $200 would be one that's mostly being used for repair parts. But yeah, so the machine itself is still, it costs, I think, $1,000 original price. And it's still valued at that because people are wanting to go back to the older style machines now. Which I guess nobody ever thought that. How cool is that, Bernina? Awesome tea. Yes, I'm hoping when I'm going to take it to the shop and I'm going to sew on it a little bit just so I can get used to it. And then it does have the long feet, so I'm hoping that some of my older feet as well will also work on there. So we'll see what she has at some point, and then I'll check what I have. But I do want to wait until I get it serviced, and maybe I'll do a separate video on it, showing you what's all in the box. Goodbye, Kathy. Melissa says, look like an electric typewriter in that case. Yep. Them old black cases. They used to be black, though. I don't think they were red. That's pretty thin, but cool machine. That's Tiffany saying it's pretty thin. It was, what year was that made? In the 1970s, 1980s, I want to say. And I kind of like the thinness of it because then it keeps some of the weight off on a machine that's all metal. So that was one of the reasons why I was looking at it, at that model, because it was a thinner model that had good record of, which is what it's called, Bernina record, of running very well. This woman and her Facebook Marketplace Craigslist finds. Now, I do not use Craigslist. That thing got a bad rap. I have never been on Craigslist site. I have 3 Berninas and they all have excellent stitches. That's from Mary, yes. Sue says, enjoy your new to you machine. It's mechanical, will last forever. Yes, and that's why I wanted it. And what happens too is a lot of people getting it confused with the new computerized model, but I knew exactly what I was buying. So Don says, hello, my times are off. Bet you are about to finish. Yep. Hi, Don. Today is my fault though, Don, because I didn't go on until like 5 minutes before to say that I was coming on live. So YouTube probably didn't have time to notify. Thanks to Niso Patch 33 is reminding people to hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Sheila says, wow, look at the difference in the size right next to the two machines. Exactly. This is a monster. This machine, once I got it home, I have never taken it out. I have not measured these machines, but I want to say with the embroidery unit, this one's a little bit longer than I think this embroidery unit, but I could be mistaken. But they're both huge monsters, and I've decided I really don't want to be pulling this in and out. I don't like it. I've done it 2 or 3 times. I had to do it for repair, for its annual checkup. I did it when I went to retreat in May, and then I didn't take it to retreat in October. So I've done it twice where I've took it in and out. This is no fun. I don't enjoy that. And I don't want to, I don't want, I've had back issues this past week. And so I don't want to be having those back issues trying to lift these machines. I do put my arm in the middle, in the opening, and I do carry it like a baby. But it's just a heavy machine. It's just too much. East Coast would be at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Well, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry. We come on at 7 Central Standard. Okay. And I think we're through the comments. So, yeah. So, I've been kind of working on stuff like that. Desk work. I haven't sewn one stitch since Saturday. So this is where we are. That's why I do like the Saturday sewing chats, because it at least forced me to get sewing in at least one day. One of these days, eventually, I'm going to have to go back through all these months and see when was the last time I uploaded completed projects, because I do need to do those videos. And I'm not sure, maybe I'll just make an awkward video where I put all of the completed projects in one video. Who knows? But we'll see. Sometimes then the video get too long and then I'm like, okay, we'll just stop it here and I can upload this part. But we'll see. But I have visions of one day doing that, but I still got about 4 or 5 shirts to make. And I got a king size quilt to quilt. So all before Christmas. So, and it's custom quilted or semi-custom. It's a row by row quilt that they want certain things in, which I'm trying to explain to her that that's custom quilting. People want custom quilting, but sometimes people don't want to pay for custom quilting. Teaquilts. I need to learn how to make quilt tags using embroidery. You know what? I would probably buy tags personally myself. I don't like embroidering very small lettering. It's so tiny, and it's like you can have such a big buildup of thread on the back. And I think the people that do it professionally, they're used to doing it. They got special machines to do that with, and I think they do a better job than what I would do. So I just don't. I do quilt labels, not name like. And I'm thinking that Ellen is talking about, like, when she's saying tag, she's talking about like a 1x2 or something like that. I don't do a whole lot in that type of space. So I'm not the expert on that. I'll see if I can find something to refer you to. But right now, I don't do that. It's not to say that I won't do it, but right now I don't do it. Just the whole thought, because I know what a machine embroidery does. And when you're using very small stitches, trying to get a name of a business and then made by and a name and all of that kind of stuff, it's a lot in a 1x2 that you're trying to put into machine embroidery. So Linda DeVito says, hi, Tina, everyone. Welcome from Beverly Hills, Florida. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Hi, Linda. Happy Thanksgiving to you, too. She works hard for the money. So hard for the money. so hard for it, honey. That's Kevin clowning in the chat again. Yeah, some stuff just takes longer than I think it's gonna take. And Darlene says she would like to do labels like that too. Yeah. Don saying 60 weight thread works better for letter embroidery. I don't even know what weights on these threads I got in here. Do they even have a... This is just one brand. I got about 4 or 5 brands of threads in here. This is 40 weight, sulky. I've got Robeson Anton, I think, and I got some Floriani on the other side I can't get to. But I don't know what the weights on those. They're probably 42. I know I use bobbin thread, so that's a lighter weight. You need to make sure you're using bobbin thread. And Ellen saying that it's for quilts. I appreciate whatever you can do. Thank you. I get pre-printed labels and fill them in with pigment ink pen. That's from Sue. Yeah. And that's what I used to do. I used to have, there was a company I know I had little 1x2 labels made that I could put in tote bags. I could put on the back of a quilt if it was a charity quilt and I didn't want to do a whole lot with the label. I would just say that it was an original and it had my name on it. And so that was already on there. If I wanted to put the year or something like that, I would just write it, as Sue said, with a pigment pen. And that's all I would put into, especially tote bags. I didn't put a whole big label in them. I've since ran out of those, and I don't know if the company is out there that's still making them, but I thought when I did purchase them that they were fairly reasonable priced. But I'll do some checking and make sure too. Because if somebody can do something for a lot cheaper or reasonable price, and you're going to get, say, a box of 100 or 200 of them for, say, $10 or something, I'll let somebody else do that. But I'll check and make sure as well. Sheila D says, Designs by Juju has a nice assortment of 1/4-inch fonts for labels and tags to use with your embroidery machine. Now, see, that makes sense to me because these regular machines, they're not built to be scrunching that stuff down to 1/4 inch. You're going to have so much buildup on the back, it's going to be ridiculous. Somebody would have to digitize those letters to come out to be 1/4 inch and still be readable and not be bulky on the back. So thank you, Sheila, for sharing that. And Designs by Juju is a very good design company, too, if you're interested in purchasing from them. They are very good with digitizing. So yes. So we're going to go ahead and end here. It is 8:04. I still have to eat dinner. I think I'm going to make me some shrimp, probably grilled shrimp, and eat some soup. I haven't just, maybe baked potato soup. I don't know. Taking it out the freezer. I got like 3 choices: baked potato soup, chicken and rice, or chili. And I don't think I want chili with shrimp. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you all so much for coming, and I will see you all on Saturday for live sewing chat. And who knows what I'll be working on. Maybe I'll be putting a border on that quilt that I haven't even cut yet, okay? Maybe I'll be working on 4-Star General since Kevin and I will be working on it earlier in the day. So it's going to surprise me as well as you to see what we're sewing on Saturday. So good night, everybody. Stay safe, be blessed, and quilt out, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Enjoy your day and stay safe.